Halloween Horror Nights is all about dropping fans right into the world of their favorite franchises at Universal Resorts, and gamers have a lot to look forward to this year. Here to tell us more are John Murdy and Matt Flood from Universal Studios. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's our pleasure to be here.
You're both here for a very exciting Halloween Horror Nights announcement. The floor is yours.
Well, we're very excited to announce that Fallout is coming to Halloween Horror Nights.
That is Halloween Horror Nights on both coasts, Hollywood and Orlando, and you will get to experience the Fallout TV series brought to life in a tangible, real, walk-through haunted house experience. We cannot wait to see the fans of this brand, of the Fallout show, get to enjoy this incredible experience.
Well, safe to say I'm very excited. So what makes Fallout a good fit for a maze?
A lot of what we do is fan fulfillment. We want to tap into the properties that have the most rabid, passionate fan bases, and that is certainly Fallout.
And Fallout as a specific brand is so immersive. So much of the brand goes from vault to the expanse of the wasteland, and that experience of actually traveling through, journeying through this really amazing textured, there's a lot of layered story through the branding, through even the music brings these things to life. And that's stuff that we can make tangible in Halloween Horror Nights. And it can be something that you actually get to walk through and experience firsthand, that there's Lucy, there's Maximus, there's the ghoul. As you go through these environments, that it's like, I recognize this. I'm in a Fallout vault. How cool is that?
I'm thinking about all of the things that you can pull from the show and all the set pieces and moments. What were the sort of sights and sounds from Fallout that were most important for you to bring to life in the maze?
Really, I think what Matt's team and my team are doing is, in terms of story, is we're kind of doing like Lucy's journey on the show. From, the minute the vault was invaded and raided by all the raiders and all of that carnage, to going out into the wasteland. We want to capture all of those iconic moments from the show.
One of the things that I love and the show captured this so well, is that moment of leaving this kind of idyllic society. Of course, the raiders ruin that and destroy that, but the bodies, when she first exits the vault, those bodies that have obviously, that happened because of the atomic explosion. That type of thing is really good for us in Halloween Horror Nights, and it's something that it's like, yes, that's gruesome, which is what our fans want at Halloween Horror Nights. It is scary.
When you think about the genre of horror over the years, how it's evolved, what it's always done is it's always kind of tapped into the existential threat that people were dealing with at the time. And because Fallout is kind of retro-futuristic, the fact that we get to deal with the aftermath of a nuclear holocaust, that's just something we've never done on Horror Nights before. So that's just tapping into a whole different realm of horror.
One of Fallout's most recognizable designs is the power armor suit. How do you approach something as iconic as the power armor?
Yeah, it's huge. Let's start with that. It's massive. We work really closely with the people who are producing Fallout, and they've shared an incredible number of assets with us. So one of the things that we requested and we got were the 3D files for the power armor, which is literally hundreds of individual files. So as we're speaking right now, Matt and I and our special effects team are going through all of that, to produce power armor full size.
As John said, there was so much to pull from the show. Both coasts have found different really iconic scenes from the show to create in a very Halloween Horror Nights way. And in Orlando, we do have kind of a final battle moment, and not to reveal too much, but yes, T-60s will be a part of that battle.
You talk about you're telling the story of Fallout in the house, and I think, oh yeah, they've got to have a writing team for a maze. What exactly goes into writing?
We're looking at it. That's us.
It's there are times where you have to design mazes for movies and shows that aren't out yet. How nerve-wracking is it to kind of watch something that you're adapting, that you've been working on? And you mentioned working with the producers of the show. What does that collaboration look like when you're actually kind of adapting it and rewriting it for a maze?
Yeah, I think the big difference is Obviously, when you're doing a show and in a video game as well, dialogue is the primary way you're communicating story. But for Matt and I, we have to translate that into what we call visual storytelling. So while we do use, snippets of dialogue here and there, when you're in a haunted house, it's such a chaotic, environment. People are screaming, jumping all over the place. So you really got to figure out how to communicate it with visual cues. So that's a big part of what we do. But we are both writers, and we write these, massively long treatments. They're usually about, I think mine average 100 pages, and it's a narrative, but it's also, a full technical breakdown, start to finish. It's literally capturing every single part and piece of every single scene down to the individual audio channels. It's that detailed because we need to spell it all out for our team so they know exactly what to create. And what Horror Nights is known for is our attention to detail.
What we're doing is utilizing every element to tell these stories. So when we talk about being writers, yes, there are words on the page that we're writing, but it's oftentimes describing how the lighting is going to tell a story, how the sound is going to tell a story, how this prop or how this poster, it's all those different elements. So there's a lot of cool styles of writing that go into what we do to bring these things to life.
We want to have so many different Easter eggs, that maybe certain people won't particularly notice, but the real hardcore fans of the video game and the series, they'll pick all of that stuff up. So we really want to make sure that the houses we create are layered with that.
That is especially exciting to me. Are there any specific Easter eggs maybe we should be on the lookout that you can tease?
Well, I'm sure Pip Boys.
Oh, I need one. I'm missing it.
There's so many different fictional brands that exist. All those things in the storefronts or in littered across the side, you'll see those little things scattered around. And so if you're, second, third time through the house and maybe you get a chance to glance down and you're not totally terrified, you can see a lot of those Easter eggs existing throughout the house.
I'm thinking about Fallout, and I'm thinking about the vault, the wasteland, the little towns, the super duper mart. Was there a set piece or moment that you were most excited to adapt for this maze?
For me, well, the wasteland, obviously, because it's fun to go from the vaults where you're really in a claustrophobic environment, and then to kind of open it up into the wasteland. But for me, when I think of it purely from what Horror Nights delivers, Super Duper Mart. Yeah, that to me was I want to be in there with all those ghouls coming at me.
And again, because we put different focuses and honestly, fans are going to have to go to both coasts. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. They're going to have to see the full Fallout experience between both coasts.
I don't think you are sorry. I don't think you are sorry, Matt. I think you want us to go to both, and we will.
I like that we both kind of have our own creature takes too. For us in Hollywood, it's the Algai bear.
Oh,
yes.
Giant radiated bear.
Gentlemen, I do have one final question. Can you tease any more mazes coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year?
Can you think of one, John?
See, Matt. Well, if you think about things that started in the as a video game, I can think of one property that our fans have been requesting for years and years. What is it? It begins with
it starts with a number. Yeah, it starts with a number.
Yeah.
5.
Is it 5? Yeah, 5. And then there's 5 nights. Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Is it going to be based on the movie? Are the animatronics that'll go in the maze? It would be the same one.
Based on the movie franchise. And just one little tease for you. Both of our teams are working directly with Henson's Creature Shop that did all of the characters for the film. So when you experience it, it is literally like living the movie.
Oh my God. Guys, this is... I'm shaking. We're with 2 video games for the price of fun. Let's do it. Thank you both so much. Halloween Horror Nights descends on both Universal Hollywood and Orlando on September 4th. We have plenty more IGN Live to come, so stick around.